Okay, so this week on the H&R Racing Show, we start a brand new build series. This is the FPV RC Flying Dark Knight. That's right, so Batman at its best, a completely custom RC aircraft design. And as you can see, his head fully articulates. Why is that? Because he has an FPV camera underneath for vision, for sight, and of course his arms will articulate for steering purposes. And of course, most importantly of all, the episode starts right now. Okay, so here we are on the bench. I'm Richard.
And I'm Harry, so thanks so much for tuning in.
We're making the Dark Knight, the Batman. The Batman.
The FPV Dark Knight, yes. FPV RC Batman that can fly.
That's right, so we're gonna go from concept, design, assembly,
yes,
and ultimately flight.
Yes, effectively it is the FPV Wingsuit Mark IV, in a way. In a different way, but in a way nonetheless.
He's sort of branching off.
Yes, with your suggestions like head movement and those sorts of things. But we're going to be diving into that
as the design unfolds. Okay, so we're going to make a head, as it were, for the Dark Knight. And of course, can't just borrow somebody else's design, because that would be cheating.
No, so we're going to do our own. In previous episodes, we are making the FPV JetMan. So there he is, there's the pilot for that. And if you're not aware of that guy, make sure you go and check out that series where we effectively put ourselves strapped to a jetpack in miniaturize. So there you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy, there you go, there, that's the head, and we're going to change him and turn him into the Dark Knight. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be jumping into software. So let's go and do that.
Okay, so it might not seem like it at the moment, but these eyes are actually going to be cut out, and there will be FPV camera mounted inside his head with a gimbal, so his whole head will articulate and move, and effectively you'll be seeing through the eyes of the Batman. So in other particular designs and stuff, the camera's being mounted on his head, like the wingsuit Mark II. The Mark I wingsuit is a Cyclops guy. On the jetpack, it was mounted behind him on his left shoulder. Oh yes. And on this one, we're going to go that step further and put it inside his head.
Yeah, so you're going to be seeing out the eyes of Batman. That's where it's at. And we'll carry on and start designing the fuselage. Okay, so there you go, guys. This is part of the torso and legs. There's a little bit more work to do. We've got to put electronics in and make it a bit more like Batman. But the basic structure is there. I have to add the servos to it, receivers, and all that good stuff. And of course, the most iconic thing, the Batman symbol. Okay, so that's coming along nicely. We're going to print it out. We're going to work out how to attach the head to it, and arms and cape. So let's go and carry on doing that.
Okay, so here we are. What percentage are we in?
32%. So we've got another 3 hours 30 to go. Well, that's what it says. It might be a little longer when you're doing multicolor printing. Sometimes the estimate's a little off. Say nearly up to his mouth. And then once we clear the multi-staging section, we'll just accelerate away and finish off printing. We're running skin color and we're running black.
We're just going to sort of monitor it tonight.
Yep. Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, fingers crossed, it all goes well.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, the Dark Knight, there he is. He's printed out.
He's pretty good. Obviously, we're going to take his eyes out and replace them with FPV sight. He's going to get the
gift of sight and the gift of the bat gadgets that Batman has. So there you go. We'll be looking through those eyes right there. So that's the next plan, what we're going to do. And he is completely hollow inside there. And what we'll be effectively doing is we'll be mounting a servo up and down and side to side. Also off the printer, there's his hands, chung chung, and high five up top. There you go. Oh, you can kind of see it, can't you? There you go. So it's going to be out there flying through the skies of Gotham. In the background, we have been working on the fuselage or the body structure, and we have been working on the wing structure. A unique design.
We'll give you a little hint. There's going to be 3 stages of flight.
It's going to be exciting.
It is.
It's going to be fighting crime every day.
Okay, so we're going to dive into the CAD designing side of things. Let's jump into it.
That's the torso of the Batman. There you go. That's what we've got to so far, and his head will be on top,
because that's where head goes.
And that mount there is kind of a key one, because that's where these go onto, and this is one of the key components to this design right here. I guess you'd call it the wing hinge is what we labeled it. That's the plan for the Batman. So saying that,
we're going to go and put it on the build plate and then print it out.
it's 3, 2, 1, go! HRC, yeah! Welcome to the HRC Show! And we are your hosts, I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard, and thanks very much for joining in to this brand new series.
Yes, there you go. We are making the FPV Dark Knight. That's what it's all about right there.
That's right, Batman. Flying in the skies above Gotham. But of course, in this case, we are doing a couple of interesting quirks with him, and they are the FPV camera that's inside his head, and he'll have full articulation and movement just on his head alone.
Yes.
And what about his arms? What's happening with that?
We will be working on his arms to get the control surfaces all working when we're in flight. That's all exciting, and make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for all that coming up. So Batman has been started on this build, but it's not the only design that's similar to this.
This guy came about by some of the other designs that we've come up with on this channel. Mark II wingsuit, that's quite similar with the fabric and 3D printing and 3D scanning.
We're also working on the FPV RC BATMAN. Well, it's Richard with turbine jets on the side. Very cool, exciting stuff, and we'll be doing a lot of wind tunnel testing with our other designs. Check out all the action on our channel.
The Batman symbol, rights reserves,
and TCs all apply to the creators of Batman.
That's cool. Right. We don't want to take anything from them because they're doing a great job and keep doing it.
Yeah, big fans.
So, okay, so without further ado, let's jump back into the action. Okay, so the parts are all printed out. We've got his torso, his bottom half, and his legs. We're just going to quickly put them together, see how big he is, and that way we can scale the wings. And we're going to be diving that into very shortly, and we'll give you a little hint. That guy might be a little insight to what the wings are made of. For now, we're going to quickly put this together. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're just going to bring some life into this guy. Trusty servos here that can be used for this project. Look at that, that's sexy. Look at that. What? Very cool. Okay, so that means we've got the green to go. Let's go put her in.
One part, and we'll be putting that part there onto there. And we'll be putting the FPV camera onto the top. And that into here, like that. There you go, so that's the plan. Kind of an important one. Exciting stuff, and we'll keep it going with this. Put it together. What?
Yeah.
Feeding it into his head.
All right, as Steve Gray would say, I'm gonna drill a hole in my head. No, I'm gonna put some FPV eyes in him. So we're gonna bore out his eyes. Then that way, basically, it kind of looks quite robotic, like a robot. Right? It'd be like that, right? Like that. There you go.
Darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark.
Look at that, eh? Effectively, the cowling goes on.
Just gonna meld it properly, effectively. You get the idea.
So this is the sort of articulation sort of movement you're getting. So obviously you can look down, you can look up where you're flying. You can look back down again.
Look at the ground.
So what would you say? Like look up in the sky?
Yeah, gotta see where you're going.
I'll go left and right.
Molded by it. I didn't see the light and I was already alive by then.
Okay, so there you go. His head's got full articulation and movement. And of course the FPV camera is underneath. It's just a dry fit at the moment. And now what we're doing is going to head over and make the wings.
Okay, so there you go, guys. We laid out on the ground, and he's face down, and you can kind of see the kind of scale at which we're working on for this sewing wing, the back cape, cut out the shape of the material. So let's go and mark it all up and cut it out. We're making some headway with this one. We've just started on the bat cape, as it will, and we're just going around and making sure we're not going to fray on us before we get into the exciting parts of making the shape all perfect like the Cape Crusader. The material that we're using is a kind of a type of kite material, but it's very prone to fraying, and it doesn't look so good unless I guess it's Batman after having years of fighting crime, I guess. Okay, so there you go, guys. We are making some good headway. Oh, just to there. There you go. That's not that bad. Just to there. So what we're going to do is go and lay it on the guy next. See what the shape is. Did I cut it correctly? Okay, so there you have it, guys. He is looking the part, isn't he? And you can see, like, if I sort of give you a little jog towards you, you can see he has definitely got some lift there. And of course, his head articulation is working. We've got that all sort of rigged up there. There you go. So effectively, he can be above the skies of flying along, and then he look down like that, and he can look up with where he's going like that, fly along and look down. But he's looking the part. What do you think? I think you can make sure you leave your comments below. But yes, he's definitely got a lot of lift, you can tell. And if I walk really slowly, effectively he's like a triangle kite, right? In a way, yeah.
In a way. Except with a triangle kite, they tend to have a big streamer off the back, so maybe he needs one of those. Who knows? We'll find out. There is, of course, an FPV camera hiding underneath there. And I turn it around so you guys can see. Oh, there you go. Look at that. There's a bit of lift there. And we turn it around. There you go. Look at the part now. I'll do another spin so you can see. Okay, so without further ado, Fracture H&R Drone Racing HQ. And we're back. So yeah, pretty cool to see that guy all completed, all assembled, and now we'll be starting to working on the electronics, so retrofitting the design so it all works in flight. That's right. So if you've got any design considerations, ideas, suggestions, don't hesitate to put them in, because now's the time to do those little last minute adjustments. Okay, so moving on to the next section on the show. The movie of the week, it is Batman. Batman, yes, the one with Robert Pattinson in. So if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's actually quite a long movie. Like a Netflix series, almost. Yeah, there you go. It's a whole continuum of the Batman. So make sure you check it out. It actually follows the graphic novels quite well. So check it out. Okay, final thoughts. So for me, it's just great to see the start of a brand new project. It is very cool. And of course, as you're well aware, this is a continuation effectively of the Mark II wingsuit. Yes, so there you go. You said it's the Mark IV, almost. Arguably. What do you guys think? Arguably. Oh, he's not really, because he's Batman. Yeah. He's Batman. So maybe he's like his own, so like a side job. So there you go. It's kind of an interesting design with the dowling rods out on his wings. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and add your comments below. That's right. And also remember to follow us on all social medias, and of course Discord and Patreon. So put us over there. And what are we doing on live streams? Because that's
going pretty hot at the moment.
Okay, so at the moment we are working on the RC Eagle, kind of a bird, a 3D printed plane. Make sure you tune into the very start of the live stream where we will break down this particular build and make sure you don't miss it.
That's right, effectively a director's cut will give you a little insights, all the extras, so stay tuned for the live stream when it gets posted.
Okay, so see each other next week. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard. We have to thank all our sponsors. Thank you most importantly of all, and we'll sign out.
It's 3, 2, 1, go! HRC, 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 yeah!